What's up everybody, this is David and today we are here in Unique English Basics, okay? So today we're going to be learning about some basics which is really important for your spoken English. And today we're going to be learning about WH questions with their tense, okay? So everybody, ዛሬ የምንማረው ስለ WH questions. So ለጥያቄ የምንጠቀምባቸው WH questions የሚባሉ አሉ አይደል? So we're going to be learning about them and I'm going to ask you questions, then you guys are going to just answer, okay? Everybody, you guys are going to just answer. That's great, nice one. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with when, okay? When. So this is when, right? When. All right, so what do you think is when is? What does when mean? So when ማለት ምን ማለት ነው? When. What's when? አድባሩ? መች አይደለ? That's great. So when is መች. So like መች ነው የመጣኸው? መች ነው የሄድከው? መች ነው የምትሄደው? መች ነው የምትሄደው? So መች ነው የምትሄደው ስትሉ it's just like በተደጋጋሚ የሚደረግ ነገር አይደለ? It's just like going to be a simple present tense. It's just a present tense. መች ነው የምትሄደው? So it's going to be like habitual action, and whenever you want to ask questions using when, using simple present tense, you will ask like this. So you can say መች ነው የምትሄደው? መች ነው የምትሄደው? ለማስፈልጉ ምንድን ነው የምትሉት? መች ነው የምትሄደው? ለምሳሌ በጣምፖ አንተ ወደ ትምህርት ቤት መች ነው የምትሄደው? መች በተደጋጋሚ ሲሄድ መች ነው የምትሄደው? መች ነው የምትሄደው? So you just say when do you go to school? When do you go to school? When do you go to school? ስበሉ። Go ahead. When do you go to school? ስበሉ። Nice. When do you go to school? Okay. When do you go to school? So መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው is when do you go to school? When do you go to school? So this is going to be like a simple present, okay? Simple present tense, okay? Simple present tense. So simple past ሲሆን ደግሞ like መች ነው የሄድከው? አሁን ትምህርት ቤት መች ነው የሄድከው ብላችሁ ለመጠየቅ የምትፈልጉ ምንድን ነው የምትሉት? So you just change this one into past, right? So you just say when did you go? Nice. So when did you go? School. When did you go to school, okay? When did you go to school? This is simple past. When did you go to school? መች ነው ትምህርት ቤት የሄድከው? That's great, nice one. So how about this one? መች ነው ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? ለቀጣይ, okay? ለቀጣይ መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? So you just use the simple feature, right? You just use the will part. So you just say when will you go to school? Good. When will you go to school? When will you go to school? When will you go to school? መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? Is this one? So is it all clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
That's great. Nice one. So now you guys are going to just like do using when some sentence. Let's say for example, let's do it like this. እሷ መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? እሷ. This is like አንተ አይደለ? አንተ ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው መች ነው? Is when did you go to school? When did you go to school? መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? Is this one. But how about like this? እሷ ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው መች ነው ቢሆንስ? So how do you say that? You just change this do into does, right? Does. Yes. So you just say when does
she go to school?
Nice one. She go to school, okay? When does she go to school? When does she go to school? Is this one. So መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? ማ እሷ ማለት ነው። So when does she go to school? Good. Nice one. So this is መች ነው እሷ ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? መች ነው የምትሄደው? በተደጋጋሚ it's just habitual action. So አንድን habitual action in the present time ለመግለጽ ስትፈልጉ simple present tense ነው የምትጠቀሙት. So simple present tense with when ስትጠቀሙት እንደዚህ ነው የምትጠቀሙት ነው. That's great. So this is when does she go to school? So ትምህርት ቤት መች ነው የምትሄደው? ማ እሷ. How about this one? እሷ ትምህርት ቤት መች ነው የሄደችው ቢሆንስ? እሷ ትምህርት ቤት መች ነው የሄደችው? Is you just change this one into past, which is did, all right? So you just say when did when did she go to school? When did she go to school? When did she go to school? Or is this one? So like ትምህርት ቤት መች ነው የሄደችው? እሷ ትምህርት ቤት መች ነው የሄደችው? So ስንመልስ ምን እንደምንል ወደ ቀጣይ እናያለን። Okay? So this is when did she go to school? መች ነው ትምህርት ቤት የሄደችው? መች ነው ትምህርት ቤት የሄደችው? Is this one? Perfect. How about if you guys want to say መች ነው የምትሄደው? እሷ ትምህርት ቤት መች ነው የምትሄደው ለማለት ፈልጉስ? So this is also like a feature tense, right? It's just a feature. So you use will right here. So when will she go to school? When will she will go? Like when will she go to school? When will she go to school? So መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? So ለቀጣይ it's just going to be the feature tense, all right? So this is simple present tense, which is a habitual action. በተደጋጋሚ የምታደርገውን ነገር. So let's say for example እንደዚህ ካልን what does she go to school? I mean when does she go to school? ካልን መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? መች. So በተደጋጋሚ ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው መች ነው. This is simple present tense. So whenever you guys are using simple present tense, that's going to be like, habitual action. You use this one. So when does she go to school? መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? When did she go to school? መች ነው ትምህርት ቤት የሄደችው? When will she go to school? መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? Is this one. That's great. That's really perfect. Nice one. So like when you're not only going to use it using do ብቻ እየተጠቀማችሁ ሁሌ ተጠቀምታላችሁ ማለት አይደለም። Okay? Let's say for example verb to be ተጠቅማችሁ when መጠቀም ትችላላችሁ። ተደብልኮችን መጠቀም ትችላላችሁ ነው። Let's say for example እንደዚህ እንላለን. All right, so how about this one? Let's say for example, let's add this one. መች ነው የመጣችሁ? መች ነው የምትመጣው? መች ነው የመጣችሁ? መች ነው የምትመጣው? መች ነው የምትመጣው ለማለት ፈልጉ ምንድነው የምትሉት? Let's say for example እንደዚህ አሁን like ምንድነው ያልነው? When do you go to school? መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው አይደለ? አሁን ደግሞ እንደዚህ በሉ። መች ነው የምትመጣው? ልጅቷ መች ነው የምትመጣው? Let's say for example ወደ ቤታችን ልጅቷ መች ነው የምትመጣው ለማለት ፈልጉ how do you say it? You just say when does she come? When does she come? Okay? When does she come? So መች ነው ወደ like መች ነው የምትመጣው? እሷ ስትመጣ መች ነው የምትመጣው is this one. When does she come? Okay? When does she come? መች ነው የመጣችው ቢሆንስ? መች ነው የመጣችው? So this is simple past. So whenever you guys are using this one as a simple past, you have to use did, alright? Did right here. So you just say when did she come? Okay? When did she come? When did she come? When did she come? መች መጣች. So this is already past, right? So this is when did she come? When did she come? And this. So መች ነው የምትመጣው ቢሆንስ? ወደ ቀጣይ አሁን like ልጅቷ መች ነው የምትመጣው? It's just going to be like for the future one, right? So this is when future will when will she come? All right? When will she come? When will she come? When will she come? When will she come? መች ነው የምትመጣው is this one. All right, so how about like answering those questions? So let's answer these questions. Let's say for example, when do you go to school? When do you go to school? መች ነው ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? I go to school or I go to school like every Monday, every Tuesday. Like ሁሌ በየቀኑ ለማለት ፈልጉ I go to school every day. I go to school every day. ስለዚህ ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የሚሄደው በየቀኑ ወደ ትምህርት ቤት እሄዳለሁ is this one. Let's say for example, when did you go to school? መች ነው ትምህርት ቤት የሄድከው? All right, so I went on Tuesday. ማክሰኞ ነበር የሄድኩት። I went last week. ባለፈው ሳምንት ነበር የሄድኩት። I went ትላላችሁ ነው ስትመልሱ። That's great. And this is going to be when will you go to school? መች ነው ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው? So እኔ ትምህርት ቤት የሚሄደው like next week ሄዳለሁ። ቀጣይ ሳምንት ሄዳለሁ። So I will go to school next week. Is this one, right? So you guys are going to just answer now. Yes. Let's do it this. Let's say when does she go to school? ሁሌ ነው በየቀኑ ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው ነው የምትሉት በእንግሊዘኛ here we go when does she go to school when does she go to school when does she go to school yes she goes to school nice she goes on Tuesdays or she goes to school on Tuesdays she goes to school every day she goes to school every day so this is like that all right so ሁሌ በየቀኑ ትምህርት ቤት ትሄዳለች this is what like the answer is all right how about this one when did she go to school መች ነው የሄደችው ትናንት ነው ትምህርት የሄደችው ትናንትና ትምህርት ሄዳለች ትናንትና ነው ትምህርት የሄደችው so she went to school yesterday right she went to school yesterday so ትናንት ወደ ትምህርት ቤት ሄዳለች is this one how about this one when will she go to school when will she go to school መች ነው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት የምትሄደው እሷ ማለት ነው ኦኬ so እሷ ስትሄድ like መች ነው የምትሄደው ወደ ትምህርት ቤት ቀጣይ ሳምንት ትሄዳለች or like ማክሰኞ ትሄዳለች ሐሙስ ትሄዳለች ለማለት ፈልጉ you can say she will go to school on Thursday right Thursday all right so when does she come መች ነው የምትመጣው ነገ ትመጣለች she will come tomorrow you can say she will come tomorrow when will she come she will come tomorrow when does she come she comes on the weekends okay she comes on the weekends she comes on Fridays በየ like አርብ ሁሌ ትመጣለች she comes on like she comes in the morning okay she comes every morning ሁሌ ጧት ትመጣለች when did she come መች መጣች so ትናንት ነው የመጣችው አሁን ነው የመጣችው ለማለት ፈልጉ how do you say she came yesterday okay she came last week let's say እህት ከአሜሪካ መች ነው የመጣችው my sister came from America like last week my sister came from America last week my sister came from my sister came last week okay my sister came last week ባለፈው ሳምንት ነው እህቴ የመጣችው is this one when will she come let's say for example like እህት የሆነ ቦታ ላይ ነች ያለችውና ከዛ በኋላ like መች ነው የምትመጣው ብሎ አንድ ሰው ሊጠይቅ ሲፈልግ you just say when will she come when will your sister come okay እህት መች ነው የምትመጣው my sister will come on Tuesday my sister will come on Tuesday my sister will come next week so እህቴ ቀጣይ ሳምንት ትመጣለች is this one all right so the second WG question is going to be where okay can you guys say where okay where. Say it where Dalu where nice this is where okay where is that one so do you guys know the pronunciation form for where and where so where is going to be the past tense of are where but the other one is going to be where this is where all right so where let's say for example አንተ ሲደብርህ የት ነው የምትሄደው ለማለት ፈልጉ ምንድነው የምትሉ let's say for example Dave ሲደብርህ የት ነው የምትሄደው how do you say that
where do you go when you're bored
nice one where do you go when you get bored right
yes
when you get bored where do you go when you get bored እንደዚህ ሲደብር የት ነው የምትሄደው ስለዚህ ሲደብር የት ነው የምትሄደው is this one right so how about this one የት ነው የሄድከው አንድ ሰው አልነበረም የሆነ ቦታ ላይ ፈለጋችሁትና አልነበረም okay then የት ነው የሄድከው ለማለት ፈልጉ ምንድነው የምትሉት you just use the simple past of this one right
yes
so you just say
where did you go
nice one where did you go so የት ነው የሄድከው is this one so አንድ ሰው ደግሞ like ነገ ወደ ሌላ ቦታ ሄዳለሁ ምናምን እያለ ሰማችሁና ከዛ በኋላ like የት ለመሄድ አሰብክ የት ነው የምትሄደው it's just for the coming for the future one right so ለቀጣይ የሚሆነው ነገር ነው so you just say what
where will we go
nice one. Where will you go? 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 የት ነው የምትሄደው? የት ነው የምትሄደው is this one. Perfect. All right, so how about this one? Like ሳራ የምትባል ልጅ ነበረች እና ከዛ like ሳራ ሲደብራት የት ነው የምትሄደው ለማለት ፈልጋችሁ? ይኸው ሳራ ነች ስሟ። Okay? ስለዚህ ሳራዋ like ሳራ ሲደብራት የት ነው የምትሄደው? So let's do it one more time. ሳራ ሲደብራት or ሁሌ ሳራ ሲደብራት የት ነው የምትሄደው?
Okay.
ለማለት ስትፈልጉ ምንድን ነው የምትሉት?
Where does Sarah go?
Nice one. You just say this one. Okay? So you just change this you into Sarah. እቺኛዋ like you የምትለዋ ወደ ሳራ ተቀይሩታል። ከዛ በኋላ እቺኛዋ simple I mean like what do you call it? Singular now, which is singular third person singular ስለሆነች you have to use this one as a does, right? So you just say where does Sarah go when
She's bored.
nice when she get bored. Where does Sarah go? Where does Sarah go when she get bored? Where does Sarah go when she get bored is this one. ሳራ ሲደብራት የት ነው የምትሄደው? This is like always ሲደብራት ሁሌ ሲደብራት የት ነው የምትሄደው is this one, which is simple present tense. Okay? Simple present tense. like ፈለጋችኋት እንደዚህ አያችኋትና ከዛ በኋላ ሳራ አልነበረችም። ስለዚህ ሳራ የት ሄደች? So ሳራ የት ሄደች is going to be
Where did Sarah go?
nice. Where did Sarah go? Where did Sarah go? Where did Sarah go? ሳራ የት ሄደች? ሳራ የት ሄደች is this one. nice. አሁን like የሆነ እያወሩ ሰማችሁ ደግሞ like ሳራ ወደ ሌላ ቦታ ትሄዳለች ምናምን እያሉ like ሰማችኋቸው then like የት ልትሄድ ነው ሳራ ብላችሁ መጠየቅ ፈልጋችሁ which is like in English ነው. Okay? So ምን እንደምትሉት ምን ብላችሁ የምትጠይቁት?
Where will Sarah go?
That's great. Where will
Sarah go?
Sarah go? Where will Sarah go? Where will Sarah go? So ሳራ የት ነው የምትሄደው is this one ማለት ነው. That's great. So let's do this one. Let's answer these questions, okay? So እነዚህ questions ደግሞ like እንደዚህ ብላችሁ ብትጠየቁ ደግሞ ምን ብላችሁ ነው የምትመልሱት? አሁን እንያቸው. Let's see for example, where do you go when you get bored? እንደዚህ ሲደብር የት ነው የምትሄደው? Let's see for example, ሲደብርሽ where do you go?
Home?
You go home?
Yes.
I mean you stay in your home.
Okay, then let's say to the park.
Nice. To the park?
Yes.
All right. So when do you go when you get bored? When I get bored, I go to
The park.
ሁሌ የምትሄድበትን ቦታ. Okay? Let's say when I get bored, I go to church. When I go bored, I go to the park. When I go bored, I go to my friends. You see? It's just like this. So እንደዚህ ሲደብረኝ ጓደኞቼ ጋር ሄዳለሁ። ሲደብረኝ like church ሄዳለሁ, stuff like that, right? And this one, where did you go? Let's say for example, yesterday I didn't find you in the class. ትናንት ክላስ አልነበርክም. Where did you go yesterday? Oh, like yesterday I went to my friend's house. That's why I wasn't in the class. So ትናንት ወደ ጓደኞቼ ቤት ስለሄድኩኝ ክላስ ውስጥ አልነበርኩኝ. So where did you go ብላችሁ ስትጠየቁ እናንተም simple past like አድርጋችሁ ነው የምትመልሱት ነው. So you just say where did you go? I went ትላላችሁ. I went. የት ሄደ ነበር? I went ብላችሁ ትመልሳላችሁ ነው. Are we clear? Nice. And this one is going to be where will you go? I have heard people was talking about you that you're just leaving to somewhere else, okay? Where will you go? Where will you go? የት ለመሄድ አሰብክ? Or የት ነው የምትሄደው? I will go to Dubai. ዱባይ ልሄድ ነው. I will go to አዲስ አበባ ልሄድ ነው. So I will go እያላችሁ ኤክስፕሬስ ታደርጉታላችሁ ነው. Very good. And this one is going to be like this. Where does Sarah go when she get bored? So ሳራ እንደዚህ ሲደብራት የት ነው የምትሄደው ሳራ? Oh, ሳራ. Okay. Sarah goes to like her friend's house when she get bored. ሳራ ሲደብራት ወደ ጓደኞቿ ቤት ነው የምትሄደው. So ሁሌ ሲደብራት. Is it clear? This is like how you guys are going to answer the questions. So this is where did Sarah go? ሳራ የት ነች? Or ሳራ የት ሄደች? Oh, she went out. ወደ ውጭ ወጣለች. She went out. She went like with her friends ከጓደኞቿ ሆና ወጣለች or ሄዳለች is this one. Where will Sarah go? Sarah will go to America. Sarah will go to her house. So like ቤቷ ትሄዳለች አሜሪካ ትሄዳለች ብላችሁ ስትመልሱ እንደዚህ ትላላችሁ ነው. All right, so for now we're just like wrap it up here and like we're done here. If you have any questions you can write it on the comment below. This is Unique English Basics. በአካልም ሆነ በኦንላይን መማር የምትፈልጉ አድራሻችን ሴምስ ሚካኤል ጋስት ሞል ፊት ለፊት ሉታስ ህንጻ እንገኛለን። ስለዚህ መጣችሁ መማርም or ደውላችሁ መማርም ትችላላችሁ. So I'm going to see you next time. Have a blessed day.